It goes way deeper. It goes way, way, way deeper. Hi, in this video, I want to talk about how us, melanin people, black people, have been conditioned, have been programmed to actually hate our skin, hate our body type, hate our own head, and even hate our brothers and sisters that look like us. I'm going to start by reading this quote from the scholar Carter G. Woodson. Those who have no record of what their forebears have accomplished lose the inspiration which comes from teaching of biography and story. Which means, if you grow as a black person, if all if whenever you are growing up, right, you spend years of your life without knowing the amazing and powerful things that your ancestors have accomplished, the amazing and powerful things the people that have your skin color, the people that have your type of hair have constructed, you are going to grow feeling, thinking, believing that your race did nothing good, that your race is weak, that your race was ignorant, and that your race did nothing to make this world a better place, that did nothing to advance with this world, which is a lie. Specifically when it comes to us melanin people, us African people. A matter of fact, do not listen to me. Go ahead and do your own research. Now let me start explaining how the program is deep and where does it start. It starts as kids. For example, when I was growing up in my home country, every movie, every cartoon, every song, every book that I will see or that I will read was mainly highlighting or showing the amazing things white people have done, the amazing things white people have constructed. Every cartoon, every movie, every TV show is going to show you the talent, the skill, the beauty, the power of being a white person. And you can even see others in the movies. Who's in every movie, who's the bad person? It's gonna be a white person. Who the person stealing? It's gonna be a black person. Who's the bad person? It's gonna be a black person. Who's the person who's less educated? A black person. Who's the person who's weak? A black person. Who's the person who's selling drugs? A black person. Who's the person who's committing murder? A black person. Who's the person who has zero education? A black person. Who's the person who's weak? A black person. Who's the person who's ugly? A black person. So whenever we grow seeing those wrong images, because those are wrong images about who we are, what do you think a lot of us that don't take time to use critical thinking is going to grow believing? We're going to grow believing, thinking, feeling that, okay, we're useless. Oh, okay, we're powerless. Oh, okay, I can't do nothing. The same our continent. Since day one, the media have done an excellent job at portraying how horrible, how devastating, how broken our continent is, African continent, which is a lie. Because if our continent was so dirty, so ugly, so weak, why does those so-called first world countries come to our continent? Why? Is it because our continent is the most powerful? Is it because our continent is where the humanity was born? Is it because of that? But a lot of black people don't question those things. A lot of people don't even question the things they believe. A lot of black people just get up every single day and they choose to believe whatever the media is going to show them, whatever the politicians will tell them, whatever religion will tell them. Which too, religion too can play a role of why if you're a black person and you hate your skin and you hate your body and you hate your hair, it can be because of religion. And I'm not talking about the fact that religion was part of slavery. No, I'm talking about that. If, for example, in Africa, right, any first book a black person is gonna have is gonna be a Bible. Whenever you open the Bible, you go, oh, Jesus Christ is white, Virgin Mary is white, the angels as white. I study psychology, by the way. So whenever you grow seeing other people that don't look like you, being portrayed in a way, you're gonna start thinking that, oh, so my skin color is useless. So who I am is not good. So my hair, something's wrong with my hair. Because what do they say? Jesus, right? Jesus had the flat hair, oh, blue eyes, oh, white skin, Virgin Mary, the angels. And when you see those things, and you see that who you are is not represented, who you are is not shown in the Bible, which is a powerful book for a lot of people, what are you going to think? What are you going to think? And those things can create psychological disease, psychological beliefs. It can create in you the feeling that you are useless, the feeling that you are powerless. It can create in you the feeling, the belief, and the idea that in order for you to consider yourself beautiful or good enough, you're supposed to look like people in the Bible. You're supposed to talk like people in the Bible. You're supposed to have the type of hair, the type of body, the type of accent, the type of clothes of the people who are highly represented in the Bible. But you look at the Bible, not talk about people with kinky hair, people with black skin. And if you grow without using critical thinking, without questioning those things, you're going to grow hating yourself, hating your body. Why? Because the media is not representing you as the powerful being that you are. Because social media is not. Religion is not. The school system is not. They're going to show you in the school system how we were only slaves. That apparently our life started as slave. That the only good thing black people did in the world was being slave. Which is false, which is a lie. Because in case you didn't know, black people are the origins, are the one who build the foundation of the things nowadays you enjoy. Oh, you don't believe me? Let me give you names of black creators, scientists that created things that nowadays you are using. But they give the credit to a white person. They give the credit to other people just to make you think and make you feel inferior. Because if you grow not seeing the people that look like you be represented as the powerful, as the goddesses, as the king and the queens that they are, you will think that you are not a king, that you are not a queen. Let me give you names. Frederick Clean Jones, Dr. Sigley Jackson, Lewis Latimer, Mary Van Britten Brown, Otis Broskin, Lonnie G. Johnson, Charles Drew, Marian Craig, Lisa, Philip Jamagwali, G.C. Hemmings Willings, Elijah Mjoy, Garrett Morgan, Mary and Wildred Davidson. I didn't say the names properly, but you can go and do your own researches. So that whenever you are growing and you don't hear those things, you don't hear about the things we have built, the things we have changed, the empires we have constructed. You don't hear about how people that look like you, how your type of skin color, your type of hair was ruling Europe for years and years. Yes, the Moors. I bet you haven't heard about how the Moors took education, how the Moors conquered Europe, not with violence, not with gun, not with disease, but they conquered Europe with medicine. They conquered Europe with education. They conquered Europe showing them ways to make the life a better life. But I bet those things, you don't want to see those things in the media. And also, let me go back in Africa, right? When I was growing up, our hair, the beauty standards. Oh, you know who's a beautiful person? A Barbie. And a Barbie have flat hair. A Barbie is skinny. A Barbie doesn't have my skin color. And when I grow seeing those things going to have a psychological effect in me. Because I'm going to think that, oh, if I want to be beautiful or consider myself beautiful, I have to have flat hair. I have to have blue eyes. I have to be a certain skinny. Because the Barbie is the beauty standards. And if the girl who everybody consider beautiful, who everyone consider powerful, who everyone consider gorgeous, does not look like me, so it does mean that I'm not beautiful, that I'm not powerful, because I don't look like the beauty standards, which is false, Black Queen, which is false. You don't have to look like nobody else to consider yourself powerful. You don't have to look like nobody else to consider yourself good enough. You don't have to look like nobody else to consider yourself gorgeous, beautiful. You don't have to. But all of those things It's being portrayed, and it goes in your mind. Because if I ask you, do you think you were born hating your body, hating your skin, hating your hair? No. Those things has been taught to you, to the media, to religion, to politicians, to the movie you watch, the TV you watch, the cartoon you watch, the music you listen to. So you have to take time to unlearn all of those things. Because our skin is powerful. This is beautiful. This is amazing. This is gold right here. This is more than money. This is more than light. This is more than anything you have ever seen. And our hair, this beautiful and amazing hair, look in the nature. What is something similar with our hair? The trees. The trees. The trees have this shape of the afro. And guess what? Our hair grows towards the sun. Towards the sun. So are you understanding how powerful we are? Are you understanding how powerful everything about us it is? And the reason, another reason why we hate ourselves is because we have been programmed to. The movies, black people hating each other, black people doing bad things, selling drugs, being educated, being weak. They even teach you, they even show you that if you want to be successful, you have to work for a white man or a white woman, which is false. If you want to be successful, you don't have to work for nobody but yourself. They're going to show you that, oh, look at the person who has the most money, a white person. The person who changed the world for the better, a white person. The person that built the most amazing and powerful houses, a white person. The person who's the most intelligent, a white person. It has always been represented that way. But you must understand something. Some people have done a good job at washing the story so it can only fit their perspective. And your job as a melanin person, as an African person, as a black person, matter of fact, I don't even want to call you black person anymore. Because when I say black, think about it. Also, black is attached with what? Black is the evil. Black is, dirty. Black misery. Black represents sadness. Black represents ugliness. So do not attach your name with all of those things. But guess what? People don't question those things. Oh, you black person. And the words have power. Because the way your perception around words is going to change the way you feel about those things. If it's always been represented, if you are black, it's because you are stupid. It's because you are dumb. It's because you are weak. It's because you are ignorant. That's the narrative that have been pushed down onto us a lot. Like a lot of us nowadays want to bleach our skin. A lot of us nowadays want to have a flat hair. A lot of us grew up hating our bodies, hating our hair. Why? Because of the representation. Why? Because of the stories. People have been telling us consistently about who we are. But let me tell you, that story is false. It's completely false. If you are serious and you want to truly know who are you as a melanin person, if you are serious to know about our story, not the story the colonizers or the people that want to keep us oppressed, that want to keep us low, want us to know. If you are serious about knowing, discovering who you truly are, let me give you names. Learn about Name Akbar. Learn about Joseph Ben. Learn about John Henry Clark. Learn about Marcus Garvey. Learn about Carter G. Woodson. Learn about Frederick Douglass. Learn about Reverend Ike Legacy. Learn about Bobby Kemet. Learn about Ammons and Wilson. Learn about Cornel West. Learn about Elijah Muhammad. Learn about George Washington Carver. Learn about James Baldwin. If you are serious about really knowing who you are, do your research on this god and goddesses too. Learn about Barbara Sean Moore. Learn about Marimba Hami. Learn about Francis Cress Welsing. Learn about Arikana Chimhobori. Learn about Julia Harry. Learn about Joy D. Gray. Learn about Nefertari. Do your own research on these amazing, powerful African melanin goddesses. and God, kings and queens, if you are serious, if you truly want to learn who you are as a black person, if you want to stop hating yourself for no reason, if you want to truly be able to look at yourself and see brightness and see light and see energy and see life and see education and see intelligence, do your research on the names that I just mentioned. Because the truth is as well, nobody is going to come and put knowledge or truth into you. You have to do your own work. You have to do your own research and figure out what is the truth. Because nobody can educate you but you. Look around you, the school system. They're going to tell you, oh, go to school, get a degree, graduate, work for somebody else, right? In the good system, they brainwash you to follow somebody else's rules. They brainwash you to work for somebody else to be successful. They brainwash you to listen to other people but you. When was the last time you listened to yourself? God. And by the way, I'm going to stop using the term black. Every time I said God or goddess, I'm talking to you, African child. So no, yes, because you are a god and a goddess. The school going to tell you, oh no, go to school, get a degree, get a job. How many people with degrees don't have job and are miserable? They're going to tell you in the school, oh, you have to be in a relationship to be successful. You have to date somebody to be happy. How many people are in a relationship and are miserable and feel empty? The school system is not preparing you to be free. The school system is preparing you to depend on other people for the rest of your life. And you have to break that change. You have to break it and seek to educate yourself. Seek to have skills. Seek to be educated. Because if you ask, and I see a lot of documentaries on how kids, they show them to pick between a white door and a black door. And most of the kids pick a white door. Why? Because they associate, see again, psychologically. So you can see how deep it is. How deep. If you hate your skin, if you hate your body, if you hate your hair, if you hate another African person, you have been programmed to do so. If you think you are useless because you are African, if you think you are powerless because you are African, you have been programmed to do so. They were picking black doors over, they were picking white doors over black doors. Why? Because psychologically, they think the white represent power. The white represent clean. The white represent intelligence. The white represent joy. And when they ask them about the black door, they say no, because that door look ugly. That look mad. She look evil. She look ignorant. She look stupid. All of those things are psychological effects. Imagine you a kid that grows. Imagine a guy, an African kid that grows seeing himself or herself as somebody who's powerless, somebody who's useless. Imagine how many African childs are around the world believing, thinking, feeling that something is wrong with their hair, that something is wrong with their skin color. So that's why they hate their body. That's why they are full of insecurities. That's why they try to bleach their body so they can look like other people, so they can look like other races. Why? Because they have been programmed to believe that the race is dumb, which is not the case. I'm telling you, it's not the case. Us African people are the origin people. Us African people have created, have invented things that you will not see in the media. Because the media is trying to keep you oppressed. Because the media is trying to only manipulate you. Because the media is trying to control you. And because the media is the source of information. The TV, television, tell-a-vision. So every time you are watching the television, you are watching somebody else's vision for you. Because the television is somebody else putting program, somebody else putting beliefs, somebody else putting other ideas into you. Television, tell-a-vision. So every time you are watching a TV, ask yourself, who is programming me? Which vision am I putting in my mind? What is this information doing to me? Because you will be surprised how many people are only acting based on what they see in the movies, what they see on social media, what they see in the books. And because if you are not in control goddess, African child, if you are not in control of your mind, then you are the slave of somebody else. It is not a joke. It is not a joke. Some people are doing almost the impossible to control your subconscious mind, to control your thoughts, to control your mind, because they understand that your subconscious mind creates and defines your reality. Because if your subconscious mind, you have programs that tell you that, hey, you are worthless, you are useless, you are ugly, you are dumb, you are weak, you cannot succeed, you cannot be happy, your skin is wrong, your hair is wrong, you look dirty. If those are the program you have in your mind about yourself, you are going to remain oppressed for the rest of your life. But guess what? The subconscious mind can be changed, because it's either you program your own self or other people are going to program you. Matter of fact, I prefer to get up every day and program myself. And you can program yourself. How? By putting in your mind, in your subconscious mind, programs, beliefs, opinions, informations that motivate you, that makes you love yourself, love your body, love your hair, love where you come from, love our continent. By you putting programs in your mind that tell you and that show you that you can be successful, that you can be happy, that you are good enough, that you are powerful. Program yourself to believe in yourself. Program yourself to love yourself. Program yourself to know, to think, to believe that you can achieve, that you can do anything you set your mind into. Your imagination, use it as well. I know when, as we are kids, we grow, the school, even our parents try to tell you, oh, your imagination, don't use your imagination is dumb. I'm telling you, your imagination is one of the best gifts God gave you. Because if your imagination can go there, you can be there. So let me ask you, where do you say your imagination, black child? Sorry for calling you black. God. African child, where do you put your imagination? Do you put your imagination on survival mode? Are your only thoughts about you not being good enough, you being weak, you being ignorant, you being ugly, you not being good enough? Where does your imagination goes every time, every night, every day? Program your own self, because people have been programming you since. They have programmed you to believe that you need a relationship to be happy. How many people are in relationships and they still feel empty? How many people are married and they still feel empty? They have programmed you to believe that you need to work, you need to work for somebody else, or you need to have a degree to be successful or to make money. How many people don't have degrees and are successful and are making billions? How many people work for themselves and they are successful and they are making billions? It's all a programming. So it's either you program yourself to create and to build the life you want for yourself, or other people are going to program you to live the life they want you to live. You have to, African child, you have to deconstruct your mind from all the life have been seen in the movies, the cartoon, the music, the Bible, the school system. You gotta deconstruct your mind from all of them, because all of these are lies. If you knew the things our ancestors have built, if you knew the amount of knowledge, the amount of information, the amount of power our ancestors had and they still have, because of something else too, God, Goddess, our ancestors live within us. Tap into your internal power. Tap into your intuition. Tap into who you are. Listen to yourself more than anybody else, because our ancestors are not dead. Our ancestors live within us every single second. Everywhere you go, you are with our ancestors, and the knowledge, the power, the intelligence, the skills of our ancestors is within us. But a lot of us are so doomed and so programmed that we don't even listen to ourselves. We don't pay attention to ourselves. Our ancestors have created this, have built this, have made this world what it is today. They have, and they still do. Our ancestors are not dead. And our story did not start in slavery. Before the colonizers coming to our country, we already had our way of thinking, our way of believing, our way of dressing, our way of eating. We were already in our communities. with power. We were living in relationship with nature, with animals. Our African communities were built with love. We were natural beings. We walked barefoot, no need for clothes. Before the colonizers come to our cities, we already have our own way of thinking. But they erase our true story from us. They erase who we truly are so they can tell us who to be. Enough of that. Because you have to think about it too. The process of slavery was a process of deshumanization, was a process of us forgetting who we truly are. So we can only remember who they want us to be. The process of slavery was mental. Because think about it too. Nowadays, slavery is no longer physical. Nowadays, slavery is mental, it's emotional. Because you will be surprised of how many African people walk around life without using their own mind. You will be surprised of how many African people, their own thoughts are destroying them. They see themselves so low. They think they're powerless. They think they're useless. They think they are not good enough. Guess what? If somebody controls your mind, that person doesn't have to live with you physically to be controlling you or manipulating you. Because that person now is in charge of your mind. So let me ask you, who is controlling your mind? Who is in charge of your thoughts? Who is telling you what to do and not what to do? If you are not the one controlling your mind, you cannot control your life. If you are not the one controlling your thoughts, you cannot control your reality. Because your consistent thoughts create your reality. Slavery is no longer physical. Now it's mental. Because you are not in a change. You are not put in a box, but you are putting your own self in a box. Every time you limit yourself. Every time you tell yourself, I can't do it. I can't make it. I'm not good enough. Oh, I missed this. The oppressors don't have to come to your house anymore to tell you what to do. Because your own actions are going to be around serving the people who are oppressing us. So you can walk around life being a victim. Thinking that, oh no, my only thing I did was slavery. Oh, I'm oppressed. No, I'm nobody. I have to listen to people's orders. I can't get up. My skin is ugly. Oh no, I'm not good enough. All of those things are lies. Me, I do not consider myself as an oppressed person. For me, slavery did not exist. Yes, because my ancestors were builders. My ancestors were educators. My ancestors were gods and goddesses. My ancestors were kings and queens and not slaves. I get up every single day and I know in my blood, in my DNA, there is power, there is greatness, there is information. In my DNA, there is everything that exists. Because I am one with nature. I am one with God because God lives inside of me. And I'm a God too. I get up every single day and I'm not oppressed. You talk about, oh no, white supremacy? I do not believe in white supremacy. You mean to tell me that somebody else is superior than me? Never. There is no one single human being superior than me. Nobody is. Nobody is superior than me because I have power. I'm in control of my destiny. I'm a God. You hear me? I am. My ancestors were not slaves. My ancestors were builders. My ancestors were kings and queens. My ancestors created. My ancestors educated people. My ancestors were healers. They had advanced medicine, advanced technology. My ancestors were mathematicians. My ancestors were art. My ancestors has never been a slave. My ancestors are always and will always be God and goddesses. And their DNA are in me. Every time you are seeing me, everywhere you see me, you are seeing a goddess. I am representing everyone that couldn't be here physically, that is here with me right now, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You see? You see how the wind is strong now? My ancestors are here with me. I can hear, I can see them. They give me energy. Thank you, goddesses. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you. Yes, I'm doing your work. Yes, I'm spreading the truth. I'm telling them, the African people, what we are and who we truly are. Yes, I am. Thank you for the knowledge. Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for the life. You are all here with me. I know. Thank you. African child, ask yourself, why do you hate your body? Why do you hate any other African person? Why do you see yourself so low? Because I'm telling you, you have been programmed to believe all of those things. You were not born thinking you weren't good enough, thinking your hair is ugly. People have told you that. They put that in the movies, in the cartoons, in the TV shows, in the books, in the Bible. They put it everywhere. So you can think that you are worthless, that you are useless, that you are powerless. But I'm here to tell you, not anymore. Not anymore. You gotta go inside of you and remember who we are. Get up every single day loving everything about you. Our skin is powerful. Our skin is amazing. I don't wish to be like nobody else. If I die today and I can come back to life tomorrow, I will choose to be African, because African was the origin. And think about it too. If our continent was so ugly, so miserable, so empty, so bad as the media portray, why does the people that are living in the first world country come to our continent? For what? Because guess what? The truth is, every other race, every other people know our power but us. Didn't you know that white people used to pray to black gods? Did you know that? They used to bow their head to the gods, black gods. They have statues where they pray us, they celebrate us. But us, black people, what do we have? We have statues of white Jesus. We pray the stories of white people. Oh, we pray white. Oh, what? What? I praise myself. Because guess what? The kingdom of God is winning me. And if the kingdom of God is winning me, I'm a God. And because too, the kingdom of God is perfect. So I'm perfect. And you, African child, you are perfect. By the way too, if you're out here hating your body, hating your skin, hating all about you, hating your hair, do you think God was stupid when he created you? Do you think God made a mistake when he gave you the skin you have, the hair you have? He did not. Because God does not make mistakes. Humans do. God does not make mistakes. The fact that you are the way you are naturally, embrace who you are naturally. Embrace who you are naturally. Because the fact that I see how kings and queens, goddesses and goddesses, they hate their skin. They think that our continent is ugly. They think they can do nothing. They can't succeed because of their skin color, because of their hair. No. No. If you're going to succeed, it's going to be because of you. Educate yourself, African child. Do not rely on nobody else to educate you. I'm begging you. Educate yourself. I already gave you names. I already gave you names of scholars that can educate, that can empower you. The information is out there. You just have to be curious enough to know it. African child, you are amazing. African child, you are a god. You are a goddess. African child, you are so much more than money. You are so much more than gold. African child, your hair is beautiful. African child, your skin color is beautiful. African child, you are beautiful. African child, everything about you is the universe. Everything about you is amazing. Everything about you is wow. If you can take one message from this video, I think Dr. Francis said first. African child, let's stop disrespecting one another. African child, let's stop selling drugs to one another. African child, let's stop gossiping about one another. African child, let's stop killing one another. African child, let's stop doubting one another. African child, let's stop putting trash in our communities. African child, let's stop putting other people down. African child, let's stop seeing each other as enemies. African child, let's start supporting each other. African child, let's start loving each other. African child, let's start believing in each other. African child, let's start investing in each other. African child, let's start educating in one another. African child, let's start seeing each other as God and goddesses, because that's all we are, and we are always been. And you don't have to listen to me. You can ignore everything I said, but go and do your own research. Because you want me to believe that the creators of the pyramids were dumb, were stupid, were not good enough, were not intelligent? Go lie to somebody else. Go lie to somebody else and do your research so you can see the amount of inventions people like me, people like you have done in this whole world. But those things are not praised in the media, are not praised in the book. Because why? Because certain people have take charge to make sure that you don't know who you are. Because guess what? If you don't know who you truly are, then you are going to be what anybody is going to tell you to be. Do not listen to me. Do your own research. That is allowed to unlearn and allowed to relearn. But again, do your own research. And please, I'm begging you, be the one controlling your mind. Be the one controlling your mind. Because whoever controls your mind, controls your reality. Be the one controlling your thoughts. Make sure your subconscious mind is serving you, is empowering you, is reminding you of your power, of your greatness. Your subconscious mind is showing you that you can make it, that you can achieve it, that you can create, that you can build, that you are a creator, that you are a builder, that you are a lover, that you are a healer. Make sure your subconscious mind is empowering you every single second. Because if your subconscious mind is against you, you can never have heaven on earth. If your subconscious mind is against you, you're only going to live hell on earth. And yes, in case you did not know, you don't have to die to go to heaven. You can make heaven on earth here for yourself. Other people are doing it. You can do it too. Do not listen to me. Please, do your own research. I already give you names. Don't listen to me. Ignore me if you want. But please, do your own research. This is beautiful. This is powerful. My head is amazing. Oof, look at that. Oh yes, with my antennas, because yeah, this is antennas, because they go up. Now they are low because I had a hat on, but those are antennas. This give me information. This is connected with the sun and with nature, right? Let me put my head so you can touch nature. Put your head in the ground. Let it connect with the ground. It can give you information. It can give you knowledge. And this is beautiful. Look at how the sun is kissing me. Do you see this? Wow, do you see this? This is more than money. This is more than gold. Woof. This is the universe. This is life. This is intelligence. Oh, this is the future. This is the present. This is the past. Woo! Mwah.